All right, you clowns. This meeting of the Maude Frickert Enterprises executives will now come to order. As chairman of the board, I've invited you to lunch with me here at the corporate cafeteria for 3 reasons. First, I'm tired of picking up your tabs at the Bunny Club. Second, you're all key executives in my manufacturing divisions. And third, you're all my relatives, so I'm stuck with you. Cool it, clowns. Now then, getting down to business, I'd like to congratulate each one of you on your hobby. Willard's exciting butterfly collection. That's out of sight. Brainerd's breathtaking recordings of mating calls of the black crow. Oh, you're something else, Brainerd. Phineas, new secretary. Boy, she's out of sight. And my special congratulations to you on your new executive jet plane, Binky. It landed on your expense account last week. $1 million. I'm congratulating you on your hobbies, gentlemen, because you sure don't let my business interfere with them. Hold it down. I check more than expense accounts. I have one barometer for how my enterprises are doing. This morning I checked our purchasing orders from Republic Steel, and I can't believe it. Why, in every division, our purchases are up at least 33%. That's never happened since the mister founded this corporation. Those were the days. With $1,200, he won it in a floating crap game and some metallurgical assistance from the friendly little steel company in Clevesburg, Ohio. Jonah started this modest, multi-billion-dollar empire. He was a short man with stubby fingers, bulb-like eyes, but a goer. But let's get down to cases. If our purchases are up, so are sales. I want a report from the head of each manufacturing section. Are we diversifying? Are we taking care of our old customers? What's up in new product development? Yes. What is it, Lamar Jane? Well, I was just thinking, Granny. Very good. Very unusual, too. What is it, Lamar? Well, I just figured that if we could get the government to make rubber highways and freeways, we could start making steel tars. Yes. That's a good boy, Lamar. Pick up your chamois skin and your steel ball bearing and polish it for me. Now then, let's start with you, Boom Boom. As VP in charge of our automobile, truck, bus, and lawnmower division, what's the story?
Well, Granny, you might say I've been doing a little checking around, you know. What with the spiraling costs of production, labor, and material, I've been reviewing our steel suppliers. I want to be sure we're getting our best dollar value.
Good thinking, Boom Boom. Frickert Enterprises is the world's leading steel bar purchaser. We must insist on the best in bars. That's why we buy so much from Republic Steel. You're next, Binky. As Group Vice President of our parts-making division, what's happening in forged parts, cold form parts, screw machine parts?
Well, actually, Granny, there are exciting reasons for this increase. You see, Granny, my particular areas are responsible for the most progressive innovations in parts production.
Forget the slides, sweetheart. I get the picture. Just get down to the nitty-gritty.
Well, for example, Maude, we recently ordered 135,000 copies of the new 510-page Forging Industry Handbook from the FIA and gave a copy to every one of our Frickert design engineers. Yes, this handbook shows how to use forged steel parts, not only to increase safety, but to cut costs as well.
Gee, couldn't we be arrested for using forgings, Granny? Just polish the ball bearing, Lamar. Cool it.
To continue, the parts-making division is also doing advanced cold forming and advanced screw machining, and
Isn't Republic considerate? Why, they produce over 250,000 different combinations of steel bar chemistry and processing. everything we need in carbon, alloy, stainless, and special metal bar products. In fact, if you can dream up something they ain't got, they'll figure a way to steal it for you. That's a little funny, boys and girls, get it? You know who told me that? Reinhard Steinbar. Yes, he's, I don't know where he's from, but he's a foreman down on the floor. Cute guy. Well, who's next? How about the two of you in charge of our planes, missiles, space, and underwater division? As senior VP, you report first, Phineas. Then we'll call on Werner, our junior VP.
Well, Maude, as you know, I've been with Frickert Manufacturing ever since Jonah, bless his soul, brought me into the business.
I'm quite aware of that, Pops. I remember when you were a stick man in a fascination parlor. Get to the point.
Well, one thing I learned from Jonah, my brother, was to think ahead, to serve our many customers located all over the country. We depend on service and delivery. Therefore, we've been doing a survey on bar mills.
I know you're my brother-in-law, sweetheart, but just how long have you been working for me, not counting tomorrow? Instead of wasting time taking surveys, why didn't you call Crosley? He's not only our local Republic steel salesman, he also happens to be my grandson, a member of the family. That's why he's here today at this meeting. Give me the word, Crosley. Lay it on me.
Thank you, Granny. I'd just like to reassure everyone here that when it comes to steel bar products, Republic leads in every way. But let me be specific. Republic has a new 14-inch bar mill in Chicago.
I was in Chicago once. Just polish the ball, Lamar. Be a good boy, and I'll have a steel roll bar put on your flexible flyer. Continue, Crosley.
Our Chicago mill has a 28-inch reversing stand that lets us handle king-sized billets. King-sized billets mean more hot working, sounder bars with better surfaces. We also have longer cooling beds that allow slower cooling for straighter bars.
Are you all getting the picture, Jockey?
Republic also has a new 18-inch bar mill in Buffalo. This mill also starts with larger billets and rolls them to finished bar sizes. It also has longer cooling beds.
Sock 'em some of the other locations, Crosley.
Well, besides Chicago and Buffalo, Republic has bar mills located in Canton, Massillon, Youngstown, Gadsden, and Cleveland. A total of 20 individual bar mills and 6 cold finishing plants. The most advanced bar mill complex in the world. Does that solve your problems, Pop?
I certainly think so. Do you have any questions, Werner?
Well, I was thinking. The thing that bothers me. Thinking has always bothered you, Werner. What's on your mind? Well, as a relatively new relative in this firm, that's a foreign funny. I was just wondering if we could get from Republic all of the steel products we need for our division. For example, how about hot rolled bars?
Republic's the world's leading producer.
Cold finished bars.
Republic's the leader.
Carbon steel bars.
We produce more than anyone else.
How about alloy steel bars?
We lead in alloys, too. The widest range of alloy chemistries, shapes, conditions, and sizes.
And tool steel bars.
Republic has a complete line.
How about chocolate steel bars? Polish the ball bearing, Lamar. You're getting more and more like your Uncle Cletus on your mother's side of the family. He got his store teeth trapped in a taffy testing tournament and gummed himself to death before they could disqualify him. Poor man. Any more questions, Werner? Yes, I should like to ask about stainless steel bars.
Werner, glad you asked about that. Republic now has available a totally new family of stainless steel machining bars with the best machinability ever offered. They're called multi-cut stainless bars, and we're now offering the first in this new series, Type 416 and Type 303. These are terrific bars, Werner, just like our stainless forging bars and precipitation hardenable stainless steel bars.
Extremely interesting. Do your steels fit in with what Pops and I are doing in our division? You know, planes, missiles, space and undersea vessels. For these things we need very special metals. I'm not kidding. You will stand at attention when I'm... Oh, I'm sorry.
We're right in your orbit. Republic Vacuum melts many special steels, like our high-performance alloys. You'll find these steels in your nuclear reactor vessels, undersea craft. HP steels combine ultra-high strength with ultra-high toughness.
You don't say.
Yes, Werner, and I'll also say that Republic has the finest quality in vacuum degassed bar steels. Our technique makes steel stronger and more reliable. Any other questions, Werner?
I was wondering... Oh, my pipe fell in my lap. I was wondering, naturally, coming from Europe, I know any number of steel companies where we might get some, as you say in America, some real steel deals. That's a little funny, right? Through my family connections. Your European connections were unplugged when you married into this family, Buster. Frickert Enterprises, like every other red-blooded American manufacturing company, insists on quality bars made in the USA. It's the best way to make sure that American employees keep their jobs, pay their taxes, and have the scratch to buy the millions of products we turn out. You get the message, Clyde? Now shape up or ship out. Yes.
Republic really supports American bar users. Our 3D metallurgical service is a good example. It's a real problem solver for customers.
See, I have a problem. That figures, Lamar. What is it? I dropped my ball bearing. It rolled over there into that hole over there, I believe. I know that. But when did you notice it? You've been sitting there polishing your thumb for 10 minutes, poor devil. Now get down on the floor and look for it. Yeah, I guess it did go over in that hole. Who's next? How about a report from you, Fredericks? As VP in charge of purchasing, why are we buying so much steel?
Well, I'd just like to point out that I'm certainly no troublemaker. I just do my job to the best of my ability. Oh, I hope you like my new suit. It's papier-mâché. But we need a lot of Republic bars. Frickert is the leading producer of appliances, cars, trucks, buses, aircraft, spacecraft, farm equipment, construction equipment, fasteners, forgings, trains, lawnmowers. There goes one now. It's cutting my rug. Screw machine parts, business machines, and swords. In our operations, Republic bars are machined, forged, cold formed, chilly, cold extruded, or special sectioned into billions of parts that keep Frickert Enterprises on the go, and Americans on the go-go.
Very good. You may leave the blackboard and take your seat. Can I take my seat too, Granny? Yes, Lamar. Did you find your ball bearing? No, I couldn't find it. What should I do? Polish your thumb, Lamar.
I know that over the years, the Republic has served us well. I know that they make the widest range of steel bar products in the world. But what have they done for us lately?
Well, for Frickert's fastener and cold extrusion divisions, we've developed a completely new family of low silicon, boron-treated steels. They give you up to 25% better cold formability than the steels used prior to our development.
Yes, sirree. And you've seen these new steels advertised all over the place under the theme of the formables. By George, Republic is up to its old selling tricks. They're using good-looking girls to demonstrate the formability and the shapeability of these new low silicon steels. Nice.
You would notice those ads, B.B. Now quiet while Crosley finishes the story.
We also support screw machine parts producers by developing better cold finish bars. Our Century Series high-strength, stress-relieved bars let you choose from varying degrees of machinability. The less machinability you need, the more you save. In fact, you can save up to $26 a ton.
I think I had a drink at the Century Bar once, Granny. Yes, sweetheart. And here's another ball bearing for you to polish. Cool it. Tell us more, Crosley.
Republic has other cold finish cost cutters, too, like multicut free machining carbon and stainless steels, and special sections, and lots more.
Very good. Can you think of any other little goodies?
Well, I certainly ought to mention our bar classifier. That's the electronic inspection device we developed to inspect random bar samples as part of our overall quality control program.
I see our vice president in charge of advertising, public relations, and publicity has his mouth open. Do you have something to add, Bindlestiff?
You have to hand it to Republic. They support us with consistent advertising in business and trade journals. Like that crazy ad on flying saucers they ran in support of forged parts. Remember? It showed a flying saucer and said someone must be supplying forged parts. But who? And the ad said that the forger was probably using some type of ferro-intergalaxial steel. Crosley, did you tell them about our UFO division?
You know, it just occurred to me, B.B. No wonder you can spend so much time out on the golf course. You got Republic doing most of your advertising for you.
Now, you know that isn't true, Maude. Didn't I come up with that hard-hitting ad campaign for us last year? Oh, yes. Frickert Enterprises, where every success story comes in parts. Remember?
Oh, sure. How could I forget? When I saw it, I got misty-eyed, and little funny things broke out all over my body. But you know me, I even got emotional over small craft warnings. What else is Republic doing for us lately?
Well, they also advertise on behalf of our screw machine operations. Been doing it for years. They tell parts buyers that screw machine parts makers know how to put the quality into steel parts while taking the unnecessary costs out.
Hey, Granny, I just thought of something else we can do with those ball bearings I'm polishing. I'm afraid to ask, Lamar. We could put a candy coating on them and sell them as jawbreakers for squirrels. Only a nut would think of something like that. Just keep polishing, my little pistachio. Crosley, your hand is waving. What is it?
Yes, Granny, I'd like to say that Republic was the first steel company to really promote steel service centers in advertising. We tell people to use their steel service center rather than pay the high costs of maintaining large inventories of steel in their own backyard.
That's a good idea. What is it, B.B.? Your mouth's open again.
I just wanted to say, wait until you see what Republic is saying in this year's advertisements in behalf of the steel service center industry. I don't want to steal their thunder, so I'll just say that Republic is telling the real inside story of why the steel service center industry never stops improving customer service, why it will be even better prepared to meet tomorrow's requirements.
I'm glad you decided not to tell us, B.B. Now I can enjoy the ads.
Here's another important point, Granny. We don't encourage you or anyone else to use hot-rolled bars in your screw machines. Instead, we tell people about the close tolerance size, straightness, concentricity, surface finish, and machinability that only comes with cold finish bars. We want you to know that cold finish bars save on scrap loss, give longer tool life, and give you better finished parts. We don't give anyone a bum steer.
Doggone it, Granny, I did it again. Now what happened? I dropped the other ball bearing you gave me to polish. I'd be a little surprised if you didn't. Okay, get down and pick it up. I just thought of something funny, Granny. I hope so. What is it? Ask me what I'm doing here on the floor. Go ahead, just ask me. All right, Lamar, what are you doing down there on the floor? I'm trying to get my bearings. Oh, poor devil, I should never have let you out of the commissary. A little ball bearing funny, huh? Well, it's getting late. Give us a wind-up, Crosley.
Okay, Granny. We've been working hard in bars for almost 50 years. At Republic, we take off our coats, roll up our sleeves, and tackle the tough jobs. We'll go anywhere, anytime, for anyone. That's why we hope that you'll give Republic Steel a chance to serve you better. And don't stop with bars. I haven't talked about flat-rolled products, Granny, our sheet and strip steels for your autos, appliances, and lots more. And later I'd like to tell you about tubular steel products and about Republic wire products and pig iron, and about our fantastic new pre-engineered steel buildings. You can take the pulse of progress at Republic Steel.
Thank you.
And thank you, Crosley. Now that we've had this little shape-up session, I'll adjourn the meeting. As you leave the room, file by me for a little something I'd like each one of you to have. Here you are, Pop. Here's one for you, Werner, and one for you, Benke.
Why you're giving us little ball bearings, Granny? Is this some new product we're going to be manufacturing?
No, sweetheart, they're just a reminder to keep on the ball, or I'll have you all polishing them with Lamar. Don't do that, Lamar. They hurt. I'm 86 years old, you devil. Let me throw one at you. He's out of it.